Right. All right. Welcome. How you doing so far, Joe? Joel, Cam
Good,
KO?
man. How are you?
How you been?
Yeah, good, bro.
That's good to hear. That's good. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Allen and Aaron Sports Talk Radio Show. Really appreciate your time. So first and foremost, before we get into the boxing, how was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no, it's good, man. I've just been preparing for my next fight, so I'm just trying to eat healthy, so I can't really celebrate or eat too much food. But it's been good.
That's good to hear. That's great to hear. How has your training camp been so far?
It's been pretty good. Not the greatest, to be honest, man. Since I got my second Pfizer vaccine, my immune system's been real down, so I've been really congested. So I'm training, doing what I can do, but I'm not pushing too hard.
Oh wow! So that second vaccine shot really sounded like it affected you.
Yeah, so I had to get it 10 days before my last fight. And that night I woke up just like swollen throat. And it's been almost a month since then. And to be honest, since then I've been like popping medication and on nasal sprays and stuff. And it hasn't been good, man.
Oh wow. Wow. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
hear that. Have you seen a doctor because of this? Sound like you're having maybe an allergic reaction.
No, I haven't seen a doctor because it was 10 days before my fight. So I went to the chemist and I just got like vitamins and like anti decongestion, congestants and stuff. But I think that I might go to the doctors tomorrow, just make sure that everything's all good.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that. I'm sorry that you've been having such a difficulty, and I wish you the best on your recovery from that. Sorry to hear that. I've gotten
It's not that
vaccinated.
bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's just like a cold. It's like getting a cold, man, just getting like green phlegm and just feeling like a bit flat.
Okay. Okay. But do you think it'll affect you in this coming up fight? It's coming up quick.
I'm very confident about this fight. Even my last fight, I went into the same problem, and I still believe I won the fight. I got a hometown decision, man. Like one judge scored it to me 6 rounds to 2,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 judges scored it against me. So if I was able to beat him the way I felt, then I'm going to beat this guy too. And I'm very confident.
That's very good. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is the judging. I know that you posted a video about Floyd and he had some reservation about the judging. From you being a professional boxer, what are your thoughts about the way judging is now?
Oh man, I don't like to comment too much on like the judging, but to be honest, man, we all know it's very biased. Like I went down, so I was meant to fight in my hometown in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, and the fight got moved for certain reasons. It got moved to their hometown. My opponent changed to that hometown, and it does become biased. The end of the day, the guy who scored it to me was from Sydney as well. He was the only ex-pro boxer of the judges. So I think that not just being biased to the promotion and to the city, but also some judges just don't know boxing.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I believe. Anyway, can you still see me? Yes, sweet.
Yes,
Sorry.
I can see you now. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing because you guys put a lot of hard work into your craft, and not so much being biased about the judging, but you want it fair. You want a fair comparison. You want something that's fair on the table.
Yeah, well, that's what I asked for. Like after my fight, because I didn't have my team there on the night, so the guys in my corner, I was asking like, "Am I winning the fight?" You know, I believed I was like winning comfortably. I was like, it was like a sparring match pretty much, and you're winning comfortably. You know what I mean? Just go out, finish the last round, and that's it. So, yeah, it was a bit unfair, and I was a bit upset at the decision, but there's nothing I can do now, man.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. That's right. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Which one will you feel more upset about, this particular fight or in Tim's fight, the decision?
I know I lost against him, man. Like,
Yeah, you feel as if
yeah,
that
like
was
that was clear, man. That was a clear. He beat me. He outboxed me. I've lost 7 fights in my career. All been by points, all decisions. Never been dropped in my life. But out of those 7 losses, 3, everybody knows I won those fights. Everybody, and I'm fair. Like even the losses I had, like a majority decision.
Mhm.
Could have been either way, but I can accept that loss. The
Yeah,
other 3 losses, like I can accept, which is
yeah,
those 4 losses, but 3 of them were just like the sanctioning fees, like their promoters are paying the sanctioning fees for the title.
yeah.
I'm brought in as an opponent. So after all the money they've invested into this kid, into these organizations, I come there and I win the fight. It's like, where's he going to go now? He's going to leave the promoter and fight for another promoter. So it's like, okay, let's make it look close. So one of my losses, I lost. They're both unanimous, man. Like, but it was like 96, 94,
Right.
96, 94. Okay. Everyone in the crowd knew. The other one was like a 6-round fight, 57, 56. It's like they make it look close, and but it's just, yeah, it's not on. It shouldn't happen, man.
No, I agree. It shouldn't happen. And hopefully, that's one of the Achilles heel to boxing is the judging. Sometimes it raises their eyebrows and people look at it like, I don't know how that happened. But
Yeah,
do you feel confident you're going to win your next fight?
I'm confident, man, because the end of the day, I believe I'll stop this guy. My style is awkward, moving, making him miss, making him pay, but that doesn't always win on the judges' scorecard. So we've changed our style a bit. I'm going to walk this guy down. I'm going to break him down, and there'll be no excuses. I believe I'll stop him. So I'm going to win the fight. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear. And if it doesn't go your way, this vaccine thing won't be something you'll say later affected you.
No. I'm confident I'll stop this guy. Like, honestly, this guy's a tough dude, and he has only lost one of his last 10 fights, but this is a fight where you can't lose. You can't lose, but if you do lose this fight, then you got nowhere to go to after that, man.
So there's a lot of pressure on you to win this fight then. Because
Yeah,
it is. And speaking of that, you're almost 30 fights in. How would you assess your boxing career at this point?
it's kind of a weird answer. Like, I say that it's just getting started, and why I say that is because even though I've had my 28 fights, I'm always learning. Like, I just got a new kind of my trainer Dundee Kim's been on board for about over a year now, almost 2 years. Paul Briggs, who I brought on board, he's only been training me for a few months, so I'm always learning. So I'm at a point right now where it's very important to win every single fight I fight, but my body's sweet. I'm not getting shaken. I'm not getting knocked out. My hands are all good, so I'm just getting started, man.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear for all the fans and everybody want to see you. And talk a little bit about your support system. You seem like you have a very, very good support system. Talk about the support you get from your fans and your family.
I've got a lot of support. I'm very active on social media. I'm one of the hosts on the only boxing show in Australia as well. Could be for the fight. I've got about 15, 20 sponsors. So I'm living full time off sponsorship. I'm fighting when I want to fight. And even, for example, I'm down in Melbourne right now where I grew up here for 28, 29 years. And it was like one thought, like, I want to fight. I spoke to my old boxing trainer, and because I got a big following here, I'm able to fight in these fights because I sell tables. I've got about 150 minimum people coming to my fight with a venue that only fits 600 people,
That's very impressive, and you definitely, not only do you have a lot of fan support, your mother supports you. And talk about her and her photography that she does.
Yeah, she's very passionate about the sport. She's has a Marty's knockout photography. she works at all the fights, all of even like Tim Zoo's fights and Jeff Horns and all of my fights. So yeah, she's what I say about her is she's the reason why a lot of people like me, or can I say she's the reason why a lot of people don't not like me? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm a fair kind of guy, but I'll call you out if you're not being honest. If you're doing something wrong, I'll call you out, and they don't like that. But my mum is good with all the promoters, all the managers, so they be a bit easy on me.
Okay, yeah, she's got the woman's voice of calmness and won't be too abrupt about things. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, and she's a talented photographer as well. So she does a lot of work with even the posters and the flyers for the fight. She takes the photos, so no, she's good.
Oh, I would love to have her on the show one day too to talk about photography. She comes highly recommended, so she does great work. I heard in the ring with photography, which is not easy.
Nah, it's always making progress, because she started when I think was still amateur, and then I was turning pro, and she started maybe like I've been pro since 2012, so she's had a few years of experience now, and she's getting better every day.
And one video that I noticed she posted was like your social media headbutt compilation. What is your thing with the headbutts?
I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of like, I think it started off as a kind of an awkward, what do I do? Do I say bye? Do I wave? What do I do? And like, I just headbutted the phone. And then even like, so my two kind of trends that everyone knows is my introduction. Hey, going guys, Joel Camo Ko Camilleri here. And then I finished my headbutt, and the introduction was like, people started bringing it up. How fast? What do you say when you say that? Yeah. And then when I finished, I always headbutt, and everyone started doing it and copying me and tagging me. And I didn't think it was a trend. I was just doing it because I was doing it. And then everyone took notice. So I started to take notice as well.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of fan support from that. I did see that. People love it. People love it. And that's the great thing. And, definitely, are you calm and relaxed with this next upcoming fight that's coming up now? You not nervous about it at all?
No, I'm not nervous, because I've got my trainer coming down to be in my corner. I've got two of my trainers. I've got Frankie Pianto, who's also in my corner as well, and Dundee Kim. They're in my corner. I'm calm. I know what I need to do for this fight. Whereas the last fight was like a bit, man, like the back of your head, you're like, oh, are you fit? You're sick. You're this, you're that. It's like your corner, how you going to be? And then on fight night, it was like a lot of miscommunication and things going everywhere. So I'm confident, man. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not making excuses and why they're not excuses, because I won the fight, man. Like, and everyone in that arena except him and his trainer, actually, he said, what goes around comes around, because I fought one of his fighters once and we got a draw, and he reckons that they won. Yeah. I rematched him and beat the guy after that. But he said, what goes around comes around, which tells me he knows I won too.
Oh, wow. So that says a lot right there. Reading
exactly the lines. Right.
Yeah. So definitely, it sounds like you didn't get a fair shake on that one, but I know
I'm ready for this next one. I'm ready for this next one, man. Like, I won't need no excuses. I'm telling you now, it'll be over by the 5th round.
Oh, wow. So you over by the 5th round. That's a bold prediction there.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's going to be over.
Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm definitely going to check it out and see how you do out there, and see if it holds true that it's over by the 5th round.
Yeah.
But one of the things that people did comment, I did notice, is that they felt that sometimes you, Joel, fool around too much. You don't take it seriously. Can you put that to bed as far as your profession and how serious you take this sport?
People were talking about my last fight, that I was kind of like dancing around, pulling faces and talking. That's my style, but people don't understand what was happening in that ring, because he was talking about him doing meditation and how he was all clear on that before the fight. So I kind of had a bit of banter with him, and in the ring, he was talking to me, and he's like, "The meditation is working, isn't it?" And then he turned around when I hit him, and he said, "That's the second punch you landed all day." And like, we were talking together, but they didn't hear what he was saying, and they didn't see it. Like, I don't fool around. I'm a big believer in enjoying what you do. When you're in the ring, you enjoy it, and that's my style. Like, I could have pushed the pace more and put it on him more and made it more clear, but I still believe it didn't matter what I did on that night. Those two judges had the scorecards already written out.
Oh wow! So your fate was sealed either way, even if you went all in.
It didn't matter if I went there and I punched on and I stayed in there and I looked so serious and I lost the fight. People would have said, "Oh man, you didn't fight that well. Why weren't you enjoying it? Why weren't you moving around?" But then when you enjoy it and you smile, it's like, and you lose, it's like, oh, you were playing around too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I did notice, that people said you were playing around, and I wanted to get your comment on that. No, that's your style. You don't like to take it too serious and have fun.
Now, not just that, but to be honest, man, like, I was feeling flat. I told you, I was at the point where I was like, I know I'm not doing too well. I've got to make adjustments, but at the same time, I wasn't breathing well enough to be able to go hard. So I'm like, I'm just gonna move, smile at him, look at him, make him like stay off me a bit. And then as the rounds went on, I started feeling him breaking. So I go, okay, I've got to use my experience and break him down. And towards the end, I started walking him down. So it's more about being smart and just saving my energy, because I knew my energy was very low.
Wow. Yeah. So definitely, I hope you recuperate and your energy is where it needs to be on this fight. Tell me about the picture you have there, those two little dogs there.
My dogs, it's pretty funny because actually my ex-girlfriend, man, got this painted for my family. But that's
it's beautiful.
My dog, it's Murphy and Juddy. Yeah, they're my dogs, man. One's over here.
Okay.
Yeah, these are my dogs, man. My family dogs. So I live up in Brisbane, but I'm in Melbourne right now, and they're my family dogs.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. Definitely.
Yeah.
Whoever did that painting did a magnificent job. Wow.
Yeah, they did. It actually looks exactly like him, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. So I'm looking forward to your next fight. And also, the person who set up this interview was Glenn Earnshaw, and he said that you owe him a signed photo.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll give him a signed photo, 100%, man. I appreciate him reaching out to you, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate him too. I appreciate Glenn reaching out to us here at the Alan and Aaron Sports Radio Show, making this possible. And I'm looking forward to keeping in touch and covering more and more of your fights and making you a big, huge success here in the USA. Because you work hard. 100%. You to be getting close to 30 fights. I know that you talked about how it's been. What is your thought process about now that you're getting close to 30 fights, looking back, like, wow, I've been doing this a while?
Yeah, well, I've been doing this a while. I've learned a lot. I'm always learning, but I've been to America twice, to Vegas and LA for 2 training camps. My aim is to get up there next year. I actually spoke to Buddy McGirt through messages, and one of my good friends, Russ Amber owns Rival Boxing.
Okay.
Boxing brand, and we're gonna set up a training camp over in the US next year. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully get a fight over there maybe next year.
Oh, awesome. That'll be great. I would love to make sure that people here in the States are aware of that and keep them up to date. Do you have an idea of where in the US, maybe?
No, I'm not sure. There's more of a chance of me fighting in the UK, to be honest, man. But
okay.
Either way, I've already spoken. I've already organised that I want to come up to the US next year. If it's April, I want to have one fight in February in Australia, April in Australia. After that, I'm going to fly up to the US. So either way, I'll be up there for a training camp. And it'll be in Vegas and also LA.
Oh, yeah, those are 2 great spots there. You're going to have a lot of fun either way you go. It's a lot of hangout spots there, that's for sure. Yeah. So you're going to have a great time. But definitely feel better, get healthy. I'm going to watch your fight, and I'm definitely going to support you. And may God bless you too, Joel, and continue success.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate your time, and I'll keep in touch.
Oh, same here. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, bro.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, man.
You are. Bye-bye now.